Hello, Miss Alice's cooking class friends. I'm just going to start off by saying today, the first part of our video got damaged or interrupted, so we're starting sort of in the middle, but you'll get the idea and I'll put the recipe online for you. Right now, I'd like to just say this is my last cooking class, and I have a special guest out for you guys today. But we are going to read If You Give a Pig a Pancake by Laura Numeroff. If you give a pig a pancake, she'll want some syrup to go with it, and you'll give her some of your favorite maple syrup. She'll probably get all sticky and she'll want to take a bath. She'll ask you for some bubbles, and when you give her the bubbles, she'll probably ask you for a toy and you'll have to find your rubber duck. The duck will remind her of the farm where she was born, and she might feel homesick and want to visit her family. She'll want you to come too. She'll look through your closet for a suitcase. And when she's all dressed, she'll ask you for some music, and you'll play your very best piano piece, and she'll start dancing. And she'll want you to take her picture. So you'll have to get your camera. When she sees the picture, she'll ask you to take more, and then she'll want to send one to each of her friends. You'll have to give her some envelopes and stamps and take her to the mailbox. And on the way, she'll see the tree in your backyard, and she'll want to build a tree house. So you'll have to get her some wood and a hammer and some nails, and when the tree house is finished, she'll want to decorate it. She'll ask for some wallpaper and glue. And when she hangs the wallpaper, she'll get all sticky, and feeling sticky will remind her of your favorite maple syrup. So she'll probably ask you for some. And chances are, if she asks you for some maple syrup, she'll want a pancake to go with it. So this is a clue to what we're making today. Today we're making crepes with a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 cup of flour, 1 egg, 1 cup of milk. You can add a little oil too. You'll see in the video. All right, guys, enjoy your summer and bye. On va commencer encore.
Parfait, donc on va simplement mixer maintenant tous nos ingrédients. So we're only just going to mix our ingredients with a hand mixer. You can use pretty much anything, but you want to try to make sure that the batter is pretty consistent afterwards. So we're going to start mixing. We'll go slowly at first so that the flour doesn't go absolutely everywhere.
Thank you.
Donc on commence doucement, simplement pour pas qu'il y ait de la farine qui aille partout. C'est important d'essayer de prendre toute la farine qu'il y a sur le côté, sinon on finit par avoir des grumeaux. Et maintenant que tout est un peu plus incorporé, on va faire ça un peu plus vite. Et voilà. Donc pour ça, ça devrait aller. C'est plus ou moins homogène. Il y a quelques grumeaux ici et là. C'est pas bien grave. It's more or less homogeneous, but it doesn't matter too much if there's still some small clumps remaining, because we're just going to cook them off. And that's it. Now we've combined our batter. We're going to set that aside, and here it is.
Looks good.
We're going to set that here. And now, do you have a ladle? I'll take
Yeah.
a ladle. Donc avec une louche, moi j'aime bien déterminer la consistance que j'aime. Donc je trouve que ça c'est un peu épais. Donc si on veut vraiment faire des crêpes très fines, il faut rajouter un petit peu de lait. C'est dur ça va dépendre de plein de facteurs. Donc on fait ça un peu à l'œil. Donc moi je rajoute un peu de lait comme ça. So at the end, I just like to add a bit more milk, just to adjust the consistency because this was a bit thick. So if you're aiming for really thin crepes, adding a bit more milk is really going to help you out there. And now we're pretty much where we want to be. Alright, so next step, cooking. So a good way to tell how your crepe is ready to be flipped is when you see all the whites starting to disappear. So you see on the edges that has a more beige color already, and at the center is still white. So as soon as this white disappears, I'm going to flip it. I cook on a bit higher than medium, usually the temperature for the crepes, so it's going to depend with every oven. So now I'm just going to flip it.
Ooh,
And you see now it's
pretty.
a good golden color, and that's what we like. So we're just going to let that cook for a few more seconds, and then we're going to do the next
This
one.
is a picture of my mom. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about her because when she was a very young girl, she had to go live in the hospital for 1 year. The problem was she had a disease called polio. She couldn't walk. And so for 1 whole year, she lived in the hospital. And it was very hard for her because nobody wants to stay in bed for a whole year. But she recovered, and now she's 92, still driving a car, living in her own house, and doing great. So even though sometimes we have difficult times, it gets better. Anyways, this is Miss Alice's last cooking class. Please enjoy your crepes with maple syrup. We're having raspberries, whipping cream, a lovely book, and delicious crepes. And thank you to my guest host, Elias. It was great fun. Looking good.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh, that's just the right amount.
yeah,
Yeah.
about so.
And what do you like? Maple syrup? Whipping cream?
I love maple syrup. That's my usual. I sometimes put some yogurt, sometimes some applesauce, but my all-time favorite is maple syrup.
Okay.
Alright. So this one's almost done.
Yeah. Over here, we have our maple syrup. We have our maple syrup ready. We have our crepes. And it's time to eat.